Good evening, guys. Man, I've been baking, so my face is really flush. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things, and we have such a little time on these 3-minute videos. The first one is the small things count. So what that basically means is every little effort or every little non-effort, it makes a huge difference in the long run results. Specifically, I'm talking about your food. If you are not tracking, like for instance, like the tablespoon of butter that you used your food to cook with, or the oil that you used to cook with, or the salad dressing, or the nuts or the seeds, or any of those small high calorie foods that we kind of consider accessories. They're very high in calories and they add up super quick. So please start tracking those things. Write them down, share them with the group. If you need some ideas on how to reduce the amount of, say, oil or butter or fat. I mean, fat is super important. Let's just keep that in mind. Fat is important. You do need it in your diet. It is good for you, but too much will wreak havoc on your diet. And what are we here for? We're here to lose weight. We want to be in a caloric deficit. It is so important that we're being careful about every little thing that we're putting into our mouth, every lick, every bite, every taste. Write it down. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and a lot of this is all training that I've gotten from the nutrition program that we have. And I'm sharing it with you guys because I want you to have the best results possible. The other thing is, why do I keep saying veggies, more vegetables? Why more? Because vegetables are essentially like a free food. Like, you can eat as much of it without it counting against your goals. Now, you can't eat as much, sorry, I'm afraid Ellie's getting hurt. You can't eat as much protein or as much carbohydrates because your body, like, vegetables are mostly water and fiber, so they're very low in calories and they're very good for you, and they fill your stomach up a lot. You can eat a ton of vegetables. Like, let's just say you had a ginormous salad and you had this much, like, lettuce, okay? And that fills your stomach up. That is probably about 50 calories of lettuce. Seriously. Now, if you take bread and you take that same serving to fill your stomach up, you're looking at like 500 to 600 calories. And that can break down to like pasta or cheese or any other kinds of foods. You think about how much is in that and how big your stomach is, and just look at it that way. The other thing is, can you handle eating in moderation? If a food is tempting you, then you should just avoid it at all costs. If you have no self-control around food, you should just not be around it. So remove it from your home, remove it from your pantry, remove it from your workspace, wherever it is that you're feeling tempted, remove it from that place. Amy, she dumped those Oreo cupcakes or whatever they were because she knew that they were a temptation of hers, and she has goals. So kudos, Amy. I'm very proud of you for doing that. I get tempted by sweet things here at home as well. Bread is a huge temptation for me. I love it. I don't think there's anything wrong with eating bread, but I definitely noticed that I was over consuming it. And that was one of the things when I'm tracking my food, I'm seeing that this is the one thing that I need to change, because everything else looks really good but the bread. So that has been an adjustment for me to make, and I'm sure that each of you have an adjustment you need to make as well. The other thing I guess I wanted to brush up on is making sure you have a support system. And if you haven't talked to me about your goals and your food and how to reach those goals, please do so. I'm still open to meeting with you and talking to you. We need to schedule something so that I can give you one-on-one. I don't want to, like, I mean, no offense, but I have multiple jobs that I work, so I'm pulled in many different directions. So it's really important to me to schedule time with you and give you the time and attention that you need, rather than just asking me a quick question here and there over and over, you know, with multiple different people. So please be mindful of that. I do always try to answer your questions, but you know, I'm a working mom. I have technically two other part-time jobs, and then I consider this also a part-time job. So yeah, please just be respectful of my time and let's schedule something for you. So that is it. Please have a support system. That was my final point. Please have a support system. You need to let your spouse know that you're doing this. You need to let your children know that you're doing this. You need to just set yourself up for success, so much so that if there are people in your life that are like, hey, I heard you're on this diet thing, have a cookie, you cut that person out of your life. Or straight up tell them, no, this does not meet my health and fitness goals. Like, I have long-term health and fitness goals, and that's not helping, and you're not being a friend by like pushing that temptation on me. So that is it. You guys have an awesome evening. I think you're doing, for the most part, great. I really do. Like, whenever I look over the meals and stuff, there's a few people that aren't posting. I'm probably going to message you privately and find out what's going on. But I know it is the week before or the week of Thanksgiving. So anyways, have a great evening, guys.